What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm IAnthonyD. It's good to see your beautiful faces. We're back talking Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game, with our 6th edition of the Emotes Times, which is going to be bringing us some pretty big changes coming to the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. So if you want to stay up to date with all things TCM, don't forget to subscribe with notifications set to all. As always, they break this down into 3 categories. We have our fits in testing, our under investigation, and our needs more info. They recently did a community dev stream where they gave us some insight on these changes as well as some future changes. Easily the biggest one that I could not be more excited to talk about is the lobby timer is being removed in the new year. From the very beginning, if you watch the streams, I'm sure you've heard of me complain about this enough, so I won't go too deep into it. But from the very beginning, this lobby system has been not the best, and the lobby timer has been one of the main reasons for that. And honestly, I can't think of a single game that operates this same way. The idea of kicking us out because we aren't able to fill a spot in a certain time, I just don't understand how that helps matchmaking at all. So I'm excited to see that the lobby timer is leaving. Obviously, once you have a certain amount of people ready up, you can kick it down to 30 seconds to keep the game going, but you don't need to kick everyone out to refresh the lobbies. So I'm happy that's going away. So let's talk about the Emotes Times. The first thing that we have here is the UI bug for Leatherface's chainsaw Rev. If you've been installing your chainsaw, it's not because it needs to be greased up. It's because the UI is inaccurate. Matt goes into a little bit more detail here.
Right now, the Rev Meter for Leatherface that fills up as you rev the chainsaw, which leads to you being able to go overhead with it. You can kind of feather it at a certain point, and then you can do your slam attacks. That UI element is not accurately depicting where you're at in the rev right now. Basically, when I say not accurately, also, it's showing you as safer as far as a max rev than you are.
Yes.
You're actually closer to overheating than it's showing. And that's causing a lot of real hiccups and issues because players are overheating a lot sooner than they would normally. So that being said, that's something that we have to fix.
Next, we have the Overlook perk being fixed. We still have that perk patch that's supposed to be coming soon where they take a look at all the different perks and they fix all the different stuff. But Overlook getting fixed is good. We have Danny permanently opening the fuse box exit, as well as some Danny changes coming to the game soon. So obviously Danny's issues are a bit more than this permanently opening bug, but Matt goes into some more detail for us.
This is a tricky one because Danny is not supposed to be permanently opening up that fuse box exit. Danny is supposed to be adding to the amount of time that the fuse box exit stays open. So we want to dig into Danny a bit. Now, I know there's a lot of people, I'm already seeing it in chat. I know there's a lot of folks saying, you know, just in general, nerf Danny. You've heard me say before, various places, Twitter, Reddit, things like that. We like to take a more measured approach. We try not to go too crazy with these changes too quick. Now, I know some of you will probably criticize and say, oh, this change was too heavy, but, you know, again, it's, you know, kind of up to interpretation and opinion. But from our side, we like to try to take a more measured approach with these things, especially with balancing items like, for instance, Danny. One thing we know for sure is the fuse box door is not supposed to stay open permanently.
Right.
That's an issue. That's something we have to take care of. So that's on our list, and that'll be fixed in this rapid patch.
Next up under investigation, we have Johnny's movement and lunge. Johnny players have been feeling it lately. He's not been a fun character to play, and he's going to be getting some love soon, but they're actually going to be reverting him back because they haven't fixed the problem, what's going on with his lunge, but they're going to revert him back to his previous state while they still investigate the issue.
So he's supposed to have that lunge. What he's not supposed to do is gain speed by swinging his weapon. Now, the situation was one where we were seeing on the actual data of the game that lunging attack was creating a boost in speed. And when we needled in and started trying to tinker with that to fix that, there's this whole spider web there with animations and things like that that led to some issues that tacked on. That's what you guys are seeing now, those issues. So basically, you know, we wanted the lunge in there and we wanted to fix the speed, but in doing so, we've created some problems that we need to kind of tease out. So we're reverting the Johnny change. It's more important that he has a lunge and feels smooth than it is to worry about that speed boost.
Then we have victims' invincibility while entering and exiting hiding spots. This is something I don't see a ton of in my personal experience, but obviously it's something that needs to be fixed, so I'm happy to see it. You have Nuggets, detection, range, and highlight. This is another one that they talked about in the stream, but I just didn't run into, so I didn't even know it was a thing, where Nugget was actually alerting you while not even seeing you, you'd be on the opposite side of the building, and he's inside the slaughterhouse, you're outside the slaughterhouse, and he would actually detect you. Obviously, that's not how Nugget's supposed to work, so that needs to be fixed. And then we have needs more info with connection issues, party disbanding issues, and close encounter mini games. Just some decent quality of life changes that I'm happy to see. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some of the changes coming to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But as always, let me know what you think about the changes coming to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's have a discussion down in the comments. If you haven't already, slash the like button, subscribe with notifications set to all, and as always, remember to follow the rules. Don't do drugs, don't have sex, no, yeah, don't die.
Got darker days in this grind, yeah. Never pay no mind to what I hate to say. Criticize myself more than anybody anyway. Living dreams, but these nightmares keeping me awake. Demons whisper in the dark, telling me it's a mistake to have faith in my own grind. But I got power over my own mind. I feel like Doctor Strange, yeah.